Oh, hello. We were just
Hello.
together. I felt like we were gone for so long. When we came
We were
home, I was
just
like,
together.
I know. We do feel young, but also old at the same time. We just went to the When We Were Older or When We Were Young concert. So good.
And sorry in advance, as soon as we started recording, you got really choppy for me. So if I take a minute to respond, just don't freak out.
It's my bandwidth. It's gonna be fine on the recording though.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.
I'll just look like I have a delay in my brain.
We all know that's not the
Anyways,
case.
I thought you were going to say we all know that you do.
All right.
Yeah, episode
Survivor
4.
49, episode 4. Hit it.
Yeah. So I I thought this was kind of a funny episode. Just like there were just some funny little moments. And this is the episode where we get the tribe switch up finally, because I was really hoping for that.
It was needed. They had no pe
Yeah.
players on the blue team, so
Yeah, I don't see how they would have not done that.
hmm
But yeah, basically we open up with Alex and Sophie being the last people left on the tribe, on the blue tribe.
hmm
And so they don't really have much to say to each other back at the camp. They don't show too much right after tribal, but they just are basically saying, like, I can't believe it's us that are left. We can't either, guys. We cannot either.
I can't believe
Um,
it's my girl Sophie. Hell yeah, Sophie.
yeah, I know. You're doing well. You're scraping through. That's how
Shh.
or who was it? Someone on last season. Oh, it was I can't forget, I can't remember her name now.
Mary.
But on Mary, she just kept making it through. She got
hmm
really far. That was cool. But anyway, so we basically jump right though into what we think is going to be a challenge, but it turns out to be just the tribe switch up. They all drop their buffs and they do a random assignment, and we get two tribes now.
hmm
So I think that's, I don't know. I thought it was funny that they didn't do a challenge after this because usually they'll drop their buffs and then like do a little challenge, but
Yeah.
he was like, "All right, that's it, go home." Everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay."
What did
So
Jeff say? He said
kind of
that
funny.
was a survival fake out or a
Yeah,
survivor. I was
yeah,
like,
something
yeah,
like
good
that.
job,
That was
Jeff. You
funny.
faked us
Yeah.
out.
He's like, "We were never doing a challenge today, you losers."
I also thought it was really interesting how Alex and Sophie are not on the same tribe. They're both
Yes.
separated. So that gives
Yeah, I
it a
was
little bit of more of
wondering
an
about that.
interesting, a little bit more of an interesting
Yeah.
twist because you'd think that, well, when we get to the voting out, you'd think that the blues would be on the outs, but our girl
Yeah.
Sophie, she can't be on the outs.
Well, I was thinking it was interesting, or I was just curious why, because there were three tribes, we went down to two, and
hmm
they kept yellow and blue instead of, um, or sorry, they kept
Yeah, they
red.
kept yellow and blue, I think, and
Yeah,
they
you're
got
right.
rid of red.
They kept yellow and blue, got rid of red. And I was like wondering why they did that, because the yellow and the red camps were more established, like in terms of supplies and things like that. So, and the blue camp has nothing. So I thought that was kind of interesting that they did that. But who knows? Anyways, not that important, but just a thought that I
Yeah, but it
had.
is interesting how they didn't use the two beefier tribes to continue with the game.
Right.
They made it one tribe. They're like unevenly competitive.
Yeah,
And like the yellow is just getting all the wins, but here
right.
we go.
Well,
Yellow's going to tribal.
and we know that yellow's been winning a lot, but and then red's been coming in second place, but I didn't realize there was like an actual like beef between the two tribes, which I feel like they'd never really mentioned that much until now. I didn't really pick up on it. Like where now that they've split into these two tribes, they're like, oh yeah, there's beef between like red and yellow, and or at least the old red and yellow.
I think
And
it has
like the whole
something to
time there's been a
do.
beef, but
I think it has something to do with Jawan putting all that pressure onto the yellow tribe. Because Jawan was
oh,
from red, and he remember
mhm.
he targeted the whole yellow team that one
That's
challenge.
right.
So I'm
Put a
like
bad taste in their
wondering,
mouth.
yeah, if that is why.
Mhm.
But
Maybe so.
also, people were like saying, I think it was Jason and Rizzo saying, we're
Mhm.
gonna get all those blues out. It has to be yellow and red strong until all the
Mhm.
blues are gone, just so it's easier.
Yeah. Right.
But nothing. Usually, like when you're playing Survivor, they say it's like a bunch of talk game until it actually comes down to putting names on paper, and then things kind of go out the window.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
So I
So,
thought,
what did you
sorry.
think about Sophie and Alex, like kind of stomping on their little buffs right before they did the tribe swamp? They just kind of
Oh,
like
I
they
feel
did
like
like a
they were
little
just
tribal
over it.
dance. Yeah, I go.
Yeah,
People,
they were just like, we're free of this wretched place, this
yeah,
wretched
new
tribe.
start, new start.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go too
Yeah.
far to disrespect my buff,
Hmm.
but I mean, I get it.
Yeah. They were like just over it. But I did think so at the when we see the two new tribes back at their new camps with
Hmm.
their new groups, the new I guess it's red tribe. Sorry, yellow. I
Or
keep saying
yellow.
red. The new yellow tribe,
Yeah.
I think, is who I'm picturing.
Is it
It's
Sophie's
gonna take
tribe
no, it's blue.
or
Sorry, it's gonna take me a minute to remember now who's on the new tribe. So the new blue tribe, they
yeah.
all sat in a circle and they all like introduced themselves and like said a little something about them, which I thought was kind of fun.
Hmm.
Um, who knows, but what's her face's comment? Sage's comment.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
like, that was not necessary to bring
Yeah.
up,
That is not something you bring up
but
on the first date, girl. That is nasty.
yeah,
You do
I would never
not.
bring that
You
up in my
do
life.
not use a sacred little jar to hold your nasty little blackheads. No, 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 no. Like,
It's really gross.
I'm flabbergasted that that was even a thought in her head to keep Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's hilarious. I do like her
But
personality.
she
I
wanted
think
everyone to
she
know. Um,
would she want everyone to know she's a
yeah,
weirdo, which I mean,
right.
it kind of I don't know. We'll see how it goes when they go to tribal
Yeah.
because I like how Sage thinks because
Hmm.
she's picking out the fakers on her previous tribe.
Yes, and
What's her name?
I liked that about Shannon because
Yeah.
yeah, she was totally because everything we've seen of Shannon before is very like new agey spiritually, like
Hmm.
hippy dippy nonsense stuff. And
Hmm.
then all of a sudden on this tribe, she's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And I was like, it is inconsistent for sure. Like
It's
not to and
inconsistent.
like Sage says, she's like, I'm not trying to judge her like heart outside the game, but like in this game, she's a big faker, which is kind of true.
Yeah. And how
So
can Sage trust her
mhm.
going forward? Like
Well, she
she
probably
sees
doesn't, and they were
two
never really tight anyways, so
exactly. Well, she sees two different people, and so now
right.
she's gonna.
And Steven mentioned not really trusting Shannon, even though they
Hmm.
just met.
Well, yeah, because
Or they
Steven
didn't.
was kind of
Yeah.
like interested in the whole weirdo blackhead thing from her, and then she goes, "Yeah, she's kind of a weirdo, kind of like me." I'm like, "Ew, what are
Yeah.
you saving jars?"
I
Ugh.
think he just picks up on like feeling like you're
Yeah,
not, a cool kid or something.
yeah, yeah,
And
like
he
just like
relates
the
to that.
random. Yeah, I think so too. Which, thank goodness for Sage, because that I'd be like, you're out of here. It'd be like spitting in your mouth. Hell no.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's already seems like a lifetime ago. That was just episode one.
I know.
So
Four
crazy.
weeks ago, almost five.
Um, I do feel like, um, gosh, sorry, I need to get better with, I still can't get all their names straight without looking at their pictures. So Savannah, I still feel like she is really intense, like way too like, I'm gonna destroy him. He's my enemy. I'm gonna get him.
Hmm.
Like just like everybody. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And but
Which I mean, she's playing hard,
she
but
doesn't even have that much pull in her tribe because which makes me upset for my girl Sophie,
mhm.
because she's kind of aligned with Savannah now, the
Hmm.
head honcho, in huge
Yeah.
quotation marks, because that's what she thinks she is.
Uh-huh.
But she isn't. She's not pulling the votes. She's not controlling the game. She's just
Hmm.
a big old mouth. Like,
Hmm.
and
Right. That's
Sophie
true.
isn't a big old mouth. Sophie is a lovable puppy dog, as true as that is.
Hmm.
And she just got on the wrong side of the votes on this one. I hope it doesn't like
Yeah.
hurt her game. So
Yeah. I
that's
don't
up.
know. We'll have to see
Hmm.
like in tomorrow's episode, because then that'll be their first like official episode of all being on this new tribe and we can kind of
Yeah.
see like what's happening.
Yeah.
But I did. So next up, what we saw was the challenge, and I liked this challenge, and I also laughed because, whenever Jeff at the very beginning gives like he's talking about the rules, and they show people playing it, and it's
Yeah.
like the crew or whoever.
Yeah.
So whenever they had to jump out of their boat at the very beginning to start swimming with the boat, they must
Hmm.
have recorded that at like high tide because they were swimming, and
Yeah.
then in the challenge, as soon as they jumped out of their boats, they jumped into like a foot of water.
Yeah.
It like made me laugh because I was like, wait, what?
It's
And
like
so, anyways, they just had to run through the water, but I just like cracked me up because it was like they just
that.
there was
Well,
no water there.
and then the whole balancing thing across the beams and then balancing with
Yeah.
people, they all did a really good job at that. I think who was the one who kept having to go back? Was that Matt? Or was that MC?
Yeah, that was Matt, and I felt bad for him because I think he would have done well on that, but I think right at the beginning he just like had like a space out moment, and so when Jeff said start the game, he didn't realize he was the one, or he forgot that he was supposed to start first.
Yeah.
So he was just kind of like la 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 looking at the other team, and then they're like, Matt, go, go. And so he was like, oh. So I think he was just really frazzled and like
Yeah.
rushing then.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't think he's like traditionally that bad at balancing. But
No, I don't think so either. And I don't think that's why he got voted out. But it was interesting to see how the teams
yeah.
stacked those blocks. That was really high. And
Yeah.
they were trying to do it like one at a time. And I don't remember if that was part of the rules, but it looks like
Oh,
they should have stacked them three and
from the
then
bottom.
stacked it like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's true. I had that thought too. They must have had to like,
Do it one
I
at
don't
a
know.
time. I don't know. I don't
But
remember.
I didn't realize how high it was from the little demonstration clip. And then when they were actually doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's actually so high. Like at
Hmm.
one point I was like, how is either team even going to get up there? Because
Well, and
like
then like
it's crazy.
who was like, use me as a table, stand on me. I'm like,
Oh,
ooh,
well, Alex had
savage.
people stand on him.
Yeah.
But then I think also MC did something where people were like standing on her. I don't know. Everyone was
Yeah.
just using each other as like human stepping stones.
Yeah.
Um,
It was
so
crazy. I can't believe they did it. I thought, oh my gosh, this is one thing they're not going to be able to do.
mhm.
I thought someone was going to knock it over.
I know. I'm surprised that didn't happen
Hmm.
because everyone was, yeah. But anyways, the yellow team ended up winning.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry, blue team,
Yeah, blue. It was Alex that
which
won.
MC is now on. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like MC's yellow, but now she's on blue. So MC's team won. Yeah, the
Hmm.
blue team. So Alex was all
Alex,
excited about
MC.
that. And of course, Sophie, the other blue person on the red team, was devastated on the yellow team. Oh my, I need to stop saying
Yeah.
colors. I'm getting them
Yeah.
all wrong.
And then wasn't it a reward challenge?
Yeah, well, they got fruit, which
Hmm.
remember, other Sophie was like, really, fruit? I
Yeah.
need real food, which I understood that feeling.
She probably had been
But
thinking about like carbs and all that like the whole time and then like,
just
oh, it's just a
anything that's not
banana.
already there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're
But
already kind of
hey,
sick of
fruit is
fruit, but
hydrating
mhm,
and it'll give you a little bit of energy.
that's
Probably
true.
not when you need
So,
it, but
right. It won't give you any protein, but it'll give you some sugar.
yeah, just wait. Hopefully you win
Uh,
again, Sophie, so that way the next, because you can't have fruit twice in a row,
right.
right? Will Survivor do that? Watch, it's all fruit this whole entire
That would be
season.
funny. And this time your reward is more fruit.
More fruit.
I
Actually, today
do,
it's smoothies and parfaits.
yeah. I do miss like that's what I miss about old Survivor Survivor is people really did hunt and fish a lot more.
Yeah.
Like
We haven't gotten
they
one fishing
and
scene.
I don't even think that it's that they're not showing the scenes. I think they're just not doing it. Like I think they're just
Literally,
not
I just think
really,
they just don't care.
yeah, I think they're like, I don't
Because
know. It's
like
just
they
weird.
get like an
But
urge to go fish like towards the end of the season. Like, oh, we should be out here enjoying this. I'm like, you've been out there the whole
mhm.
time. What's going on? Give us some
Right.
good scenes. Climb a
Yeah.
tree like Ozzy and get a
Yeah.
coconut.
And of course we always complain every season, but there's really not a lot of camp life. We don't get to see a ton of just we don't get to see a lot of non-strategy camp life
Hmm.
where they're just living. All the camp life is like everyone talking and strategizing just like 24/7. I'm like,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, and
So,
we know that that's not how it's really there.
yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can literally see people like if you see their real life or their real day-to-day like
Hmm.
routine, you can kind of see a little bit more of how their relationships work, and you can kind of like
Right.
almost guess who's going to go home next.
Yeah, and it makes it harder with this new Survivor, the way they do it, because we don't get to see as much of that. So
Hmm.
sometimes the alliances or whatever just feel really weird or random. I'm like, really? You're friends?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, because we don't get to see the extra stuff. So
Yeah.
um but after that challenge, we go back to the yellow camp and they find an idol.
Well,
So
yeah, wasn't that Rizzo's idol
it was, yeah.
that
So
Savannah was trying to swipe? That I think she was trying to swipe. She says, "No,
yeah.
he would love if we did this." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Really?"
Yeah. And then of course Rizzo's so nice. He's like, yeah, thank you guys so much for doing that. But I'm like, okay.
I mean, I'm glad he
But
got it because I'm like, dude, Savannah, if she finds that thing, no one's gonna find it. She's gonna be like, I don't know. I don't
right.
know.
Right.
That's what I thought. I think her idea was to steal it, but I think something might have gotten. She got intersected and got caught or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Nate was there also, and I don't think Nate would have gone along with that
Yeah,
if she
Nate
wanted to
seems a
do
little
that.
bit more aligned with the men. I don't think he really appreciates Savannah very much. I think he can see right through her, but I think he's doing a good job playing nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have an idol. The blue team does not have an idol. No, that's blue team. Blue team has the idol. Yellow team does not have an idol.
No, yellow team is Rizzo's team. They have the idol now. So, or have
Oh
that
yeah,
idol.
Savannah, Savannah.
Because
Yeah.
Alex would have had the idol, but he used it on the
Yeah, he used
last
it.
episode. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did Sophie tell Savannah the truth about Alex's idol? I feel like she said he didn't use an idol. And she says, I just want you to know that he has an idol just in case we
No,
merge or something. Or was she like, no, he did use an
no, I'm
idol?
pretty sure she said that he did use it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because she just like spilled her guts. She just said everything,
Yeah.
like told Savannah everything that happened. So,
Okay. I wasn't
um,
sure. I'm like, what did she say? Did she lie? Is she telling the truth? I couldn't like, I was all over the place that night.
yeah. So,
Right. So they have an
anyways,
idol, and then what happens?
so after that, that's just when the yellow team, well, both teams start to, well, we don't actually see that much of blue team. So it's mostly just yellow for the rest of the episode because then
Hmm.
everybody is talking about who they're going to send home that night at tribal.
Yep.
So
And it's between
everyone's, yeah,
Matt and Jason, right? The two former
yeah,
yellows.
yeah. But I really don't think it was ever going to be much of a Jason thing.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
but that's who Savannah wanted out. But then she was all high on her horse about Matt and his previous financial job.
yeah,
And
she
I'm
was so
like,
weird about him. She was like, you have to be a psychopath to have that job. And I'm like,
I feel like you sound
what?
like a psychopath just
I'm
saying
like, that's
that.
what is, yeah, no, she did. I was like, that's not true. And you just sound like a psychopath. You're the psychopath.
Yeah, no,
She's
she is
crazy.
kind of the psychopath. And then someone
Yeah.
was saying that too, like what I don't know if the other tribe people like saw that in her too. I feel like
Probably.
Nate
I'm sure
did.
everyone does.
I feel
I
bad for
did.
Matt
So,
though.
I mean, they did do a lot of chitter chatter at tribal council, but like at the end of the day, I just I just didn't I just thought it was kind of a stupid tribal council because everyone was like, "Oh, well, Matt said that, he quoted Sandra saying like whatever, anyone but me."
Yeah,
Remember
I'm
that?
like,
And I'm like,
oh,
"Well, but that's the strategy of everyone on this island, like anyone but me." Like,
yeah.
and everyone kind of like villainized Matt for saying that, but like I don't know why they did because that's just the
And was
truth.
it's interesting
And
that it was Nate that was villainizing him. I'm like, that doesn't sound
yeah,
like you
that
should.
was kind of
It was
weird.
like out of character. I'm like,
But maybe
whoa.
Nate was being like anyone but me, and it's Matt, you know?
And I was like, well, Matt
So,
and Nate, you guys are the old men of the tribe. I feel like you guys would be a perfect alliance, but
mhm.
apparently not. I think he's getting in his head. He's so rizzed out right now and so cinema that he can't even see straight anymore.
Right. Maybe so.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. But
It
yeah,
was
that was
sad.
just
It was
so, it
sad
was sad. I was
because,
sad that Matt went home because he was cool
yeah,
and he really didn't do anything wrong.
no,
Like,
it's
and
just
whatever.
yellow
But
against, it's because those teams are so uneven. And so it's so easy to just vote out the other tribe people.
right. And I feel like there was so much building animosity between the two teams that, again, we really didn't get to see much of. Like at the editing, they didn't show us those conversations. They just suddenly, in this episode, we're like, oh, there's a big rivalry.
Yeah, I know.
So,
And
whatever. Anyways, and then they
and
just
from
like went after each other.
it just came out of kind of like nowhere, according to the audience, because
Right.
we don't get a lot of at home tribe stuff. So
Yeah. So,
yeah, it kind
I'm
of
sad that,
also this
yeah.
season just kind of feels like a repeat of all the other seasons we've watched. It's like the three tribe go down to
Right.
two, whittle down the lesser of the tribe
hmm
previously.
There's always a loser tribe.
Yeah. I'm like,
It
okay,
just
we
doesn't
need
feel very survivor-y. There's nothing to survive anymore. It's more
no
just like, can you get through the
camping on the
like
beach with
catty high
people.
school
Hmm.
talk? Can you make it can you make it past that? Yeah, it's
Right?
like I don't know. It's just weird. And there's really not a lot of like yeah, I just miss the way that it was where it was like, oh, you never know if you're going to find an idol. We never know who, like nowadays, everyone knows when everyone has an idol. Like it's everyone has to go as a whole tribe to get the idol. I'm like, whatever
Yeah.
happened to having a secret idol and not telling anyone and just
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It just makes it kind of boring. I'm
It's like
like,
the beware advantage. Like, why does it have to be like because of the beware advantage, people are like making it into like a huge group effort for
right.
because you lose your vote or something. I'm like, can we quit taking people's votes away and just have
Yeah.
idols out there
hmm
for people to find?
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't have to be a lot
Yeah.
of idols. It could be like
No.
literally one.
Right. Because before, once one got played, you knew there was another one out there and you could
Mm-hmm.
go look for it. But
Mm-hmm.
now, I feel like they're not replacing really, and maybe they're replacing them in the sense that you could win one again in a different like journey or a challenge, but it's like they're not just throwing them back out in the forest to find.
No.
So,
Yeah.
which is more fun because then no one ever knows
Yeah, and you don't know who has
if it's
it, and it
there.
could be
Yeah.
anyone. It could literally be anyone, not just the whole
Right.
tribe has an idol.
Right.
But then it's like, okay, that's silly for everyone to think that it's a tribe idol because it's only going to save one
Well, yeah, and at the
person.
end of the day, it's not. It's kind of just weird. It's like
Yeah,
everyone lately will help find an idol, but then one person, it's technically theirs. And I don't know. It's just, I just don't, I just think it's just like kind of boring to watch. There's not a lot
yeah,
of excitement left in this game, but I hope that in season 50, that'll be different because just purely because of all the older players. Like, hopefully, the older players are going to play the way they used to play.
yeah,
And so even if the rules are new and kind of lame, the players will be more savage.
yeah, yeah, for
So
sure, for sure.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, it was a good episode
Anyways,
either way. I think it was sad that
yeah,
Matt are voted out. Matt is out of the pool now.
yeah,
And we're back to one person leaving an episode. Not
Yep.
like the whole last episode with Jake and the snake. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, we're kind of late on our recording because we so busy. But tomorrow's our new episode.
Yep.
I'm
Tomorrow's the new
excited.
episode. That'll be fun to watch. And I didn't really watch much of the preview for tomorrow's episode, so
Yeah, no, I
it
didn't
might just have
either.
to be a
It
surprise
might have to be.
for once.
I I feel like the only good preview was the snake one. That was true. I literally
Yeah.
thought, I'm like, oh, a snake. It's probably a sock in the ocean. But nope, it was an actual snake.
Yeah, that's true. I was impressed that it was an actual snake, although I still don't know why they took him out of the game, but
There's something weird
no.
about that.
There was
The
something
more
weird.
you think
Something more
about
was
it,
happening.
yeah, the more you think
Yeah.
about it, the more you're like, what the heck? What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, because they wouldn't have done that, I don't think.
No.
Like if it was anyone else or
Because he
just a
was
normal
barely hurt.
situation.
Barely
He wasn't
hurt.
even hurt. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, well, I guess we'll find out what happens tomorrow. But in the
Hmm.
meantime, try to survive out there, Gina.
Thanks, Lisa. You too.
Thank you. Bye.